Hi there, wonderful awakening beings and spiritual souls. Jo Rose of JoRose.com, numerologist and energy forecaster. In this video, I'm sharing with you the energy forecast for March 2020. Before I get onto March, let me quickly recap on what 2020 has in store for us. It's a 4 energy. How do I know this? By adding together and reducing down all the digits of the current year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 equals 4. What does that mean in brief? It means a year of structure, stability, order, planning, grounding foundations. It's highly detailed, physical work motivated, but taking small steps, steady progress. I feel sure if you follow this through by the end of this year, something bigger will materialize from it. If you want to know more about the energy of 2020, do go and check my video in the link above and the description below. Moving on to March. March brings us the 7 energy. We arrive at this by adding together the 3 from March and the 4 from the universal year. So what does the 7 bring for us? Now, if there is something that hasn't quite clicked yet for you, perhaps this is the month where it can materialize, or at least give you that aha moment. The 7 energy is asking you to take some time out to reflect, study, research. In between all of this, it's about grounding, meditation. We want to connect to source. We want to ground ourselves to the earth. Spend time in nature, by water. What you're looking for is alone time. Time to think, clear your headspace. Time to feel what's really going on inside. We need to contemplate and then plan. Now the 7 is the seeker and searcher. It's the number of mastery and dissatisfaction. So what's not working for you? This is where you need to be focusing your mind this month. Now, we all have our own personal month and personal year, but the universal energy is the collective energy. And the universe is always nudging us, just like our personal years, to get in alignment. So we need to get in alignment, and then we need to be in alignment with the universe. But because of the way we've been educated, because of the society and the system that we live in, we seem to do more about the external world than the internal world. So let's take some clues from the external world and nudge our internal world, because whatever's going on outside is also going on inside. The 7 energy brings up fear, exhaustion and burnout. Sorry guys to drop this one on you, but if you are feeling this type of energy, then it's really about asking better questions. Questions like, why have we reached this point? Or why have you reached this point? And when is now the time to tune in to our own truth and connect with source for guidance? The 7 is the intellectual and the intuitive. And when we can learn to really trust our intuition, we'll find better questions, better answers, and have greater results. Now, if you're not taking time out, you might be forced to. I'm sure you've all heard of the coronavirus. I did mention it in my last video, but people are being asked if they've got any symptoms of this to self-isolate for 2 weeks. Now, is the universe here telling us that more of us need to take this time out to care for ourselves? And when we find ourselves isolated and alone, we can start working on what we're truly feeling, how we want to move forward and create this plan. Now, the 4 energy seeks stability and security. And yet, if we look in the outside world at the moment, there is a lot of chaos going on. The media brings chaos. Now, let's look at the coronavirus. I just want to briefly go on about this because I feel like the fact that it's a global issue, that we really need to be focusing on this as a sign from the universe. And not that it's the end of the world or anything quite like that. But number one, the virus, the initial virus, is so small. And I want to say that even the infection and the death from this virus is smaller than you want to, or smaller than we're being led to believe. Now, when I put this video together, I quickly looked at current deaths are about 2,900. Known cases, 84,000. But according to the World Health Organization, every year globally, 5 million people get severe influenza and 650,000 people die of it. That's a big difference, but we don't have the media pounding us with this. But it's scaremongering and it's affecting all sorts of weaknesses and fears. And so the only way that we can overcome this is to own ourselves, own who we are. And the only way we can do that is to take time out, get out of the rat race, off that hamster wheel, and spend some time in self-reflection. The media is causing all sorts of chaos. I read yesterday from the coronavirus, this small flu, that it's about to wipe billions and trillions off the stock market. Luxury goods because China won't be buying them. Also technology because China won't be making them. We're all connected. Whether this illness started in China, whether we buy from China, if we put all our eggs in one basket, then what can we do? We'll suffer. And we're not here to suffer. We're here to evolve and expand. When I look at the media also, and I think about the stress that is going on. Here in the UK, presenter Caroline Flack took her own life on the 15th of February. I was devastated, shocked to feel that lady's pain. Now, this all started with a form of self-expression. Things were bubbling up and she hit out. A domestic going on with her boyfriend. No charges were pressed, and yet they were going to make a spectacle out of her, this celebrity. And in all the stress of all her mental health issues that have gone on, she took her own life. Now, around the world, they're doing all sorts of things with regards to Caroline Flack. Number one, I was sent a petition yesterday to sign about the media stalking and hounding celebrities and non-celebrities to the effect that they don't know which way to turn. We have been lost in a trance, restricted. But if you're watching this video, the chances are you are awakening and you are one of these light workers that are going to make a difference. The 7 causes us to seek and search our truth, to understand ourselves. And if you ever thought you were small and insignificant, think again. Think of the coronavirus that is or was just this tiny little virus that's caused this great big chaos. You can't send an email without the dot. Each and every one of us has a major role to play in this. And so it's time for us to find out how we can better impact our world. It starts with working on the self and then radiates out. So what kind of world benefits all of us, not just part of us, but all of us? How can we each play a better role? Too many people live with, the NIMBY effect, not in my backyard. Just because it's not affecting you right now doesn't mean it's not going to affect you. Trillions wiped off the stock markets, tech not being produced. You drop your phone, you bust your phone, you need a new one. It does affect you. Everything affects everything. Now, it's time for acceptance. We are all one. Let's drop these boundaries. Let's drop these restrictions and start working together as a team. It's time to raise the vibration. And by doing this, not only do we heal ourselves, but we'll heal the world and we'll thrive, we'll heal the earth. It's time to slow down, stop struggling, find out, check in, what's really important. Now, I've talked about the outside world. Perhaps it's enough of the outside noise and distractions. I want you to use this month to go inside, focus within, and look for your answers. If you think one person can't make a change, you must know the butterfly effect. And if you think that one person can't make a change, I'm going to tell you 3 people that have made a change recently. Greta Thunberg decided that she didn't want to live on a planet that wasn't going to serve her, that wasn't going to last long enough for her lifetime. She found her voice and she sat outside in Stockholm, Parliament in Stockholm, and grabbed some attention. Just a few days ago, she was here in Bristol with a massive march going on. Another lady who is the mother of Billy Caldwell, Charlotte. She arrived in Heathrow Airport with some CBD oil, the only thing that was really helping her son and his 300 epileptic fits a day. It was confiscated, but she impacted. And now in the UK, in some places under the NHS, people that are struggling like Billy can get CBD oil. And just the other day, I was watching one of those clips on Facebook. Might have been the Kelly Clarkson show. A young lad, he's 12 years old, called Elijah Lee. He noticed that somebody was a child of being abused and he wanted to reach out. He felt the pain and he found a voice and he remembered the voice or the speech of, "I have a dream." And Elijah Lee has a dream that child abuse needs to stop. And he's made such an impact, got such a following already. He's just 12. The thing is, these people thought about their own environment and how it impacted them and how they wanted their environment to be better. And that's what I feel with the 4 of this year and the 7 of this month can help us do. So what is it that's not working? What clarity are you looking for? Why do you need this clarity? What's it for? And when you have it, how will it better serve you? Use it as a magnet in order to move forward. You know, everything in your world starts with you. When we can work from within and radiate out, we make a big difference. On the airlines, they tell you to put your oxygen mask on first and then help others. So what is it that you need to do to bring yourself into a better place, to feel strong, empowered, passionate and inspiring? Where's your mastery? What is it that you're here for? How can you impact and make a difference by just being you? What lights you up? Make your list. Make your list of your favourite things that you love to do, the things that bring you joy, the things that fill you up. And this is what we need to be focusing on now to come away from the fear and the dissatisfaction that the 7 energy is highlighting for us. What's not working, investigate. Strive to find new ways, better ways. If something's taking you too long, there must be another way. If something's not working, look at alternatives. Whether it be your relationship, your business, something in your home environment, there is always another way. Focus on the result that not just helps you, but helps everybody else at the same time. Because as you pick your energy up, you pick up the energy of the people that you mix with. This is a year of planning. What do you want and what fulfills you? If something feels out or draining you, you need to reevaluate and plan a new way of being. It's time to review the past Accept the present and use your magnet to move towards the future. The 7 energy is a great energy. So remember to take some time out, meditate, find time for you, clear your head space, feel your emotions, know where you're heading and make the plans. Have an amazing, intuitive, source guidance connected month. I feel like March can be a magical energy. If you want to check in on what your personal years are, do go and check in the link above or in the description below. If now is the time to really find out how to steer this energy, then do get in touch with me for a reading, consultation or mentorship. I really would love to raise the vibration with all of you guys to help bring it up, to create a world where we can unite and come together. The 7 energy is about balancing intellect and intuition. If you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Remember to like. If you've not yet subscribed, please do, and press that bell for notifications. If you want to raise the vibration on this planet, let's do it collectively. Let's come together and really ooze out our own magnificence. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.